And then if you find the place, then you can go to the new rental company.
Yadu Bascoda says the most difficult part of helping refugees settle in Baltimore isn't figuring out how best to break down the city's bus system or develop tricks for maneuvering through a U.S. grocery store. Yadu says the hardest part for the International Rescue Committee is figuring out just how many interpreters they will need for each class. This week it's 2, one for students from Eritrea and the other for the 3 students from Bhutan. For the students, Yadu's class is just the first part of what will most likely be an 8-month journey with the Baltimore office of the IRC. Strangely enough, while the group's efforts are fundamentally about stabilizing these new arrivals, the work has evolved into something much more dynamic for the city the group is trying to teach these refugees to maneuver. Once a major steel manufacturing hub, Baltimore's recent history follows an all-too-familiar American narrative. The factories closed, jobs were lost, and people left the city. But after nearly 6 decades of steady decline, the city is showing a bit of a return. The normal players are here: science, tech, research, and young people. But Baltimore's tale of renewal also includes an unlikely player, the IRC.
The city is actually gaining population for the first time in 60 years. And when you look at the census data, what you find out is that the main driver of that demographic shift are immigrants and refugees.
For the refugees, the former steel town offers access to public transportation, entry-level jobs, and financial support. For the IRC, Baltimore's Need for People offers a partner with a vested interest in their success. Over the last decade, the IRC says they have settled about 4,000 refugees within the city's confines.
How many of you are in PPP program?
So if learning about the U.S. tax system in Yadu's class is where it begins, then perhaps Lubna Karim's efforts shed light on step 2. As one of the IRC's healthcare promoters, the Iraqi refugee functions as a home liaison between the IRC and other recent arrivals.
So all the promoters, they are trained to be peer health educators first and foremost. So they provide really important, pertinent health information for their clients. They start meeting with them within the first week of arrival and work with them for their first 9 months in the country.
Outside of her full-time job as a seamstress, Lubna works with 3 families recently relocated from Iraq. Arriving in the U.S. 19 months ago and speaking very little English, she now offers not only crucial guidance into the day-to-day details of life in Baltimore, but a fundamental understanding of the emotional toll of this transition.
When they will hear you, maybe they will listen or not, but you should say, I was scary, don't care. It's normal. You should be nervous, I know. But after 2 months or 3 months, you will be fine.
So if Lubna and Yadu helped fill out the first year for the refugees, then perhaps Adote Akwe's home purchasing quest shows what might happen after you've gotten on your feet.
What do you like? What do you like about this house?
The neighborhood looks good, which is, one of our concerns.
Mr. Akwe arrived in the United States in 2005, having fled his native Togo for political reasons. Now, nearly 10 years later, with the help of the IRC, he is on the verge of purchasing a home. If he decides to do this within the confines of Baltimore City, he has access to up to 15-to-1 matching funds for the down payment.
They are helping concretely, to build the tax base of Baltimore City. So we see ourselves as partners with all the other institutions in Baltimore City that are helping to, to change the economies of Baltimore City.
Oh, it's part of my American dream. Owning a house, it means financial growth and financial freedom for me and for my family. I will make sure that my children build upon it and my grandchildren and for the generation to come.
The IRC Baltimore office says they serve about 1,900 individuals each year, 1,000 of which are refugees. While not all will go on to become homeowners or health advocates, all are putting a bit of spring back in Baltimore's step. But none of this happens before Yadu and the IRC answer that crucial first question. Just how many interpreters will they need this week? Christopher Booker, Financial Times, Baltimore, Maryland.